2025 is the year I go all in on cash games. More volume, more grinding, and bigger goals. My mission? Stay profitable, crush the 1-3 tables, and work my way up to the 5-10 tables. But before I take that leap, I need to prove I can dominate 1-3. And it all starts today. Day 1 of the grind. Let's go! We're out here, let's go. We buy in for $300, which gives us 100 bigs at 1-3. We pick up ace-7 suited. We get a player to bet before us for 10 bucks. We make the call with ace-7 suited. I've been at the table for about 5 minutes. And a pretty aggro player goes all in for $49. Next guy folds for $39. I think about it. I think ace high might be good here. But this early, I let it go. We're going to move on. Here we pick up Jack-3 suited in the big, and we love playing our suited cards whenever we're in the big blind, and it ends up, everyone just calls, and it's a limped pot, so we're going, I believe, 7 ways to a flop, and the flop comes out great. We get trip 3s, and we have a flush draw out there. So we check, hoping that someone bets, and no one does. It checks around, so now we're going to see a turn, and the turn comes 4 of hearts. So now we pick up a flush draw as well. We lead out for $10, and we get a call from the initial limper who's sitting under the gun. And the river comes to 5 of clubs, and we size up here, and it looks like we're going to lead out for $30 into a pot of $41. And he quickly lets this one go. So here we pick up a little bit of a pot. We have another suited hand in the big blind, as we have 8-4 suited, and this hand is a little bit tilting, as you'll see what happens. And it looks like someone min raises this one up to $6. And with it being $6, you know, suited hands, we can easily make this call and see a cheap flop. So we make the call, and here we go. So let's see what happens here, and I'll show you why this hand was tilting. As the flop comes straight, we flop the straight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. In the big, we're going to check this one over. And the turn comes in 8. So now a 9 gets there for the straight. So, you know, we may still have the best hand until it comes a 9 of diamonds. As now flush draws are out there, or excuse me, completed flushes. A 10 is a straight. Someone bets 15. And I just think he's playing the board. So I make the call. Wrong. He had a 10. He had the straight of 10. Come on. It folds around to us when we look at 8-10 suited. We decide to raise this one up as we are in late position. We get calls from the small and big, and the flop comes 10 Jack-Jack. As the small and big check, and we lead out for $10. We get 1 caller and 1 fold. Goes to the turn, which comes 7 of clubs. We get another check from the small here, and I think we're going to be pretty good most of the time here. And we lead out for $20, and the small is going to fold, so we scoop that one. Big hand development here as we look at pocket 6s, and it limps around, so we just make the call. And the flop comes 5, 6, 10. We flop a set. We lead out, and we get re-raised for $50. This guy does not have much behind him. So we're, you know, I'm thinking I just want to make the call because there's one other player in here who's a super aggressive player who I would be expecting to make a call here as well. He folds. So now we go to the turn, which is going to come clean for us. 2 of hearts. So sitting in the big blind, we're going to be acting first here. And I believe, you know, this player has, let's say, another 60 behind or so. So we go all in, snap call. He flips over ace-10, and we have a set, and we have him dominated here. So we're going to scoop this one here, and I don't remember what the river comes, but we scoop up a $100+ pot. Always a great feeling when we can flop a set and someone flops top pair and raises us. We scoop that one, and, you know, moving on, we're going to be picking up King-7 suited. This was a pretty big hand. I think I got the max amount of value here, as it is another limped pot that goes 6 ways to a flop. And we flop a flush draw. Very good board for us here, as we have middle pair plus the second nut flush draw. So we bet $7, get a few callers, and the turn comes absolutely fantastic. Would have rather seen a ace of hearts here, but queen of hearts, we'll take it. So we're gonna lead out, and we're gonna size up as the only card that's gonna beat us at this point is the ace of hearts, and the river comes to five of hearts. So now there's four hearts out there, and the aggro player I've been talking about, he checks, and I'm just thinking how to get max value here. What is he going to call? I feel like he's going to call if he has any type of flush, but I also feel like if he had the ace high flush, the nut flush, he would have bet this. So we just bet out $100 into 126, and he makes a pretty quick call. So we're going to flip over our hand, and we're good. He sees it. He says we're good, and he just shows one card, and that is the Jack of Hearts. So we scoop this one in a big pot here, and that was a big momentum gainer for us there. So very happy with that one. Here we pick up Ace King for the first time today. So we're feeling pretty good right now, and the loose aggro player raises to 10, and I wish I would have 3-bet this higher, but I just raised it up to $30. He makes a quick call, and the flop comes ace 9-5, and I feel like I fast played this one, but at the same time he calls a lot, so I'm just looking to build this pot up. And so we're gonna go ahead and lead out and bet $35, making the pot $99. So he really doesn't think about it too much, and he's going to make the fold. And I want to say he had pocket sevens, so we pick up a small one there. Oh, here we are, queen jack suited. There is a straddle by the loose aggro player, and we raise it to 15, and he 3-bets us to 45, and he starts talking a little bit of trash, to be honest. So I'm putting him on a pretty good hand considering he 3-bet. He probably wants a call. Anyways, we make the call. I queen jack suited, and we flop king 10 too. So we have backdoor flush, and we are open-ended here. So I don't know why I donk bet here, but I lead out for $20, and he shoves all in for about $200, and it's an easy fold for me, but I'm disappointed with how I played it. We look down at aces, and we are on the button. So we're gonna raise this one up to $20 after a initial raiser, and we get a call. And once again, I believe it's from the loose aggro player. Flop comes queen, queen 6, and hate that there's two queens out there, but once he checks to me, I check back, and here comes the turn, and it's the 7 of clubs. After 2.5 hours of play, we cash out for 408.
Hey everyone, so I'm recording this video a couple days later. Today's Friday. The cash game we just played was on Wednesday, midday. Ended up playing from, I believe, 2 o'clock until 4:30ish. So we logged like 2.5 hours or so. Ended up making an hourly of about $28 an hour, I believe is what it came out to. And our goal is to be hitting in that $30 an hour range, which is 10 bigs per hour. So we ended up booking a small profit. At the end of the day, profit's profit. We'll take it as we don't have a whole lot of cash game experience. So we're looking to build on that, learn from the mistakes, and become a better player. I played Thursday as well, so I'll be having a video come out around next week. I don't know, maybe midweek, hopefully. Once again, leave a like, subscribe on the video, and comment down below if you have any criticisms based on the editing, if you think I should add something or remove something based on my edits. I'm always receptive to criticisms based on hands I play. These are not instructional videos. These are just, for entertainment purposes, and I enjoy doing it and talking about it. So yeah, thanks guys.